Hey guys, OGalbina here, bring you guys our BBL Season 6 Round 1 playoff matchup against Liv and her New Orleans Saint Snow, or Olivia Sama, sorry, I call her Liv. She's a good buddy of mine. Please go check out Liv in the description below. I'm sure you all know who she is. If you don't by now, Liv is an amazing person. She's a really good friend of mine. As I said, she runs this league. This is her freaking league. You should definitely check her out. And yeah, definitely go check out her side. Go drop a like, swap us out if you haven't done so. But that's about as nice as I'm going to be to Liv today, because we're here to win. We need to snag this win, move on to semifinals, and, keep trekking along on our BBL journey. Now, Liv has a very scary team, and this is a pretty difficult matchup. No, I do think we do have pieces, but there are really scary ways Liv can kind of go about, taking on this game. And I think, for one, I have a lot of trouble breaking her team, especially with the team that I brought. She's a very bulky defensive core, really structured well around, Zygarde Complete just being an annoying piece of garbage and sitting in front of every team ever. Fat things like Mew, Zapdos, Pharaoh, Sylveon. So very solid defensive core that we're going to have to be very careful about going into this. But with that being said, enough formalities out of the way. Let's go ahead and jump into the team builder. There will obviously be a timestamp in the description and earlier in the video on when the battle itself starts. So if you want to jump ahead to that, go ahead and do so. But I guess let's just go ahead and jump on. If you forgot, our team, it's chilling at the top of the screen. It consists of Marshadow, Melmetal, Necrozma, Crocodile, Salamence, Rillaboom, Milotic, Aromatisse, Rotom Fan, and Roselia. While Liv's team is at the bottom of the screen, it consists of Zygarde Complete, Mew, Zapdos, Keldeo, Ferrothorn, Sylveon, Chandelure, Drapion, Typenol, and Walrein. Like I said, very fat team, very annoying team. Zygarde, very difficult for us to deal with. In particular, I'm expecting a Subtoxic set. I think Subtoxic is phenomenal versus me, so we're gonna have to play, correctly around that and all that good stuff. Mew does a million things, and it can do a million things versus me, and I'm definitely worried about it. I'm expecting a Castleberry set with some way of revenging my Marshadow. That would make the most sense in my mind, but again, it's Mew. It can do anything. Zapdos is very annoying for my team to pivot around and break. Zapdos is probably the single biggest threat to my team, in all honesty. I don't have much for Zapdos, and there's not much I can really do about it, because my good pivots into Zapdos don't really break Zapdos, if that makes any sense, if it's a bulkier Zap. So gonna be interesting how we deal with that. I think Specs Keldeo can be very scary for me if I do let myself get chipped down to hazards from the Ferrothorn, but just chilling right there as well. And Ferrothorn's not necessarily the most broken Pokemon versus me, but something I am worried about, because of the sense that if I don't bring removal, Hazard, and I don't have the best removal in all honesty, Hazard Stack is a very viable option in trying to take on our team and stuff like that. But with that being said, let's go ahead and jump on into our team. As you can see, our first member on the screen is going to be our Marshadow, rocking out the Life Orb as per usual. Spectral Thief, Close Combat, Shadow Sneak, and Ice Punch. Oh, Technician as our ability, duh. On EVs wise, we got Max Attack, Max Speed, and 4 Defense with an Adamant Nature. We're going Max this week. Very simple spread. It lets us outspeed Max Speed Keldeo. Now, I know I could get a little bit more aggressive with my speed creeps, creep Keldeo, creeping my immense, but I know Liv, and I know she would totally run like a Max Speed Keldeo just to throw me off, because she knows I very much so aggressively creep all the time. So I wanted to be safe with Marshadow, because I don't want to lose a game because my Marshadow doesn't outspeed a Keldeo, and it just gets me a little bit of extra HP. I can still go Adamant, so I'm not really, thinking that's a risk I need to take at this point in time. But this Pokemon does really well this game. It's my best breaker. It's my best way of breaking through her really annoying bulky fat team. Now, she does have options around it, but it's definitely something we can do. Spectral Thief is great for annoying setup like that. If Mew wants to set up Calm Minds and things like that. Same thing with Keldeo and Sylveon and things like that. Even a Chandelure, I guess, if Calm Mind Chandelure ends up coming. We can steal Coils from the Zygarde. Another reason I don't expect Zygarde to come. And there's a lot of fat annoying setup on this team, so Spectral Thief is really nice in that sense. And again, I really expect Castleberry Mew, so I don't think Poltergeist is a good move. Shadow Sneak's good for revenging thing. Close Combat's a nuke on a lot of things like Ferrothorn and Typenol and Walrein. And then Ice Punch is for Zygarde, because Zygarde's broken and it doesn't die to any other move at all, unless you get a strong Ice Punch. So yeah, that's going to be Marshadow. Main goal here, break. Next up, we have our Melmetal, rocking out with the protective pads. Iron Fist is its ability, double Iron Bash, not just Iron Bash. Double Iron Bash, Earthquake, Superpower, and Ice Punch. EV's got 148 HP, 244 attack, 4 defense, 84 SPDF, and 28 speed with an Adamant Nature. Now, we're rocking out with protective pads this week. Why? Because there's a million ways that Liv can really annoy us with contact moves causing secondary effects, whether it be static Zapdos. I've played Helmet Keldeos and Mox because it's the best thing to really take on double Iron Bashes outside of, Zapdos. Whether it be Helmet Iron Barbs Ferrothorn coming in as I double Iron Bash, whether it be Flame Body Chandelure on a sack. There's a lot of Pokemon that can proc really annoying secondary effects, and I want to potentially be ready for that. So we do just have a 4 attacks, really offensive Melmetal, because I think it's actually also another great way of balance breaking the balance that Live does have. EVs wise, we have enough speed for, just some general Ferrothorn creeps in case it wants to go a little bit faster with Body Bash trying to catch it off guard. We need 2 KO defensive Zapdos with Ice Punch, and we can obviously Earthquake that thing as it tries to roost pretty easily, so that's obviously really, really solid. And then we threw the rest in Spec just because we could. Spare a little bit of EVs and things like that in that spot. So I think Melmetal is a great balance breaker this game because it's a good pivot into Sylveon, and it just does a lot of damage. We never die to a Zygarde hit. I don't even think we die to a +1 Zygarde hit just because Melmetal is so darn bulky. So I'm not super worried there. Now we do have to be careful of things burning us still, Thunder Waving us, things like that. But we do have Heal Bell support in the back, as you'll see later on. So not the biggest deal in the world. And we also have Wish support to keep this thing healthy throughout the game. Next up, we have our Necrozma also rocking out the protective pads, which is definitely interesting, but we'll get to it. Prism Armor is its ability, Photon Geyser, Shadow Claw, Brick Break, and Dragon Dance. Eevee's also got 84 HP, 236 attack, 4 defense, 36 speed def, and 148 speed with an adamant nature. Eevee's wise, we have enough speed for Keldeo at +1 speed. We live a Life Orb Shadow Ball from Chandelure, which is insane. And then we threw the rest into our attack just to do as much damage as humanly possible. This is a great win con this game. This is going to be our main win con if we can break through with Melmetal plus Marshadow especially. This Pokemon goes crazy, crazy, crazy in the end game. Now we are protective pads because not only the same reasons I was talking about earlier with, static and helmet and things like that, but mostly for that Ferrothorn, I do really expect a helmet Ferrothorn. I think helmet Ferrothorn is very likely, and I can't really 1v1 it very easily if it's, making me take Iron Barbs plus Rocky Helmet as I'm brick breaking it. I could probably take it on from a decent amount of health if I do start boosting up on it. If I'm not taking that damage, so I'd rather avoid that if I can. There was a lot of mocks where taking said Rocky Helmet and Iron Bird ship just ended up losing me the game a bunch of times, and I didn't really have an item I needed otherwise. I had Lumberry, which is mostly for annoying things like Zapdos and Chandelure and like Mew if it wisps me or something like that, but this thing realistically can't win until Mew is broken anyways. And like I said, we do have Heal Bell support in the back, worst comes to worst, so I think that's honestly fine when it comes to Necrozma. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Good old Owen recording late at night. It wouldn't be a made video if it wasn't, huh? But yeah, that's going to be Necro. Going to be our main win con this week. We really just need to break through with our first 2 members and make sure our bottom 3 members, which are going to be, our defensive core of this matchup, can hold things together long enough for Necro to set up. Speaking of said defensive core, we have Milotic right here, rocking out with the Flame Orb. Marvel Scales, its ability, Scald, Ice Beam, Haze, and Recover. Eevee's was got 244 HP, 204 defense, and 60 speed. With a bold nature. This Pokemon's going to be our main Zygarde check. It's, a soft shell Keldeo check if it is going to be choice locked. And then it's going to be our Chandelure check. We're still not 2 KO by Energy Ball. We live 2 Spec Shadow Balls after Flame Orb, which is pretty crazy. And then we threw the rest into our defense. Just to take those Zygarde hits a little bit better. We have Haste that I think can't set up on us and be annoying. Same thing with a Calm Mind Sylveon. Even a Calm Mind Chandelure, if things get out of hand, maybe we can live a Mew hit, haze away its boost and things like that. Just figure to do something pretty beneficial to have in case things started to get out of hand fast. So that is going to be Milotic this week. Next up, we got Big Aromatisse rocking out with the leftovers Veil of its ability, Moonblast, Wish, Protect, and Heal Bell. Eevee's was we got 212 HP, 132 defense, and 164 speed def with a Calm nature. I'm pretty sure it's Calm for minus attack. Again, I always mess that up. You think one of these days I'll figure it out. But this is going to be our main Keldeo check. It's going to be our main Spadef Sponge other than Chandelure because we don't do anything to Chandelure back. Eevee's always live 2 Keldeo Hydro Pumps after Rocks and Lefties, especially after Protect too. And then we threw the rest in our defense. Very simple spread here. It's mainly here to check Keldeo especially, and then Heal Bell and Wish up our other members, especially things like the Melmetal if they get weakened. So I figured Heal Bell's really nice because like I said, I really do expect a Subtoxic Zygarde to be an absolute nuisance this game. And yeah, that's going to be Aromatisse. And then lastly, we have our Salamence. Big Kushala rocking out with the heavy duty boots, Intimidate its ability, Hurricane, Roost, Defog, and Flamethrower. Eevee's wise, we got 212 HP, 92 special attack, and 204 speed with a timid nature. Now, this is kind of a necessary evil. I think originally I had Crocodile with Rocks on this team. However, I kept playing Mox, and I kept getting Hazard stacked to hell, and then I kept losing because my team can't function in a way that I don't get overwhelmed by her defense, as funny as that sounds. As I'm trying to pivot around, trying to break it, and I'm taking 2-3 spikes and rocks and stuff like that. So I have Mens here as a, you know, an automatic defogger. Excuse me. Now I want a Draco Meteor just because it does a little bit more damage to things like Zapdos and Mew and what do you call it, Zygarde. It gives me, you know, a pretty fat hit on, but I went with Flamethrower instead because I figured I need a way to immediately pressure that Ferrothorn if I am going to be the one defogging on it and things like that. And it can honestly kind of, you know, potentially PV stall me with Leech Seeds over the course of a game if I mono Hurricane to hit it. And I want to make sure I beat it because I'm the defogger. I need to beat this hazard setter if at all possible. So yeah, that's pretty much going to be the team. I'm a little nervous. I think we have a great team though. But you know, it'll be seen when we jump into the battle later on. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into that right now. All right, guys, here we are with the battle. We are connected with Liv. Let's see what she brought. Let's see if we can grab a round 1 win here in BBL playoffs. So we have Zygarde, Chandelure, Pharaoh. Oh, no Keldeo. That's awesome. No Keldeo is very good. I can very freely use my my Aromatisse to check that Zapdos. Ferrothorn, Mew, Zapdos, Sylveon. Okay, I'm gonna lead with Melmetal because I don't have good switch-ins to Calm Mind Sylveon, to Spec Sylveon. As a whole, that Pokemon kind of pushes me in. So we're gonna lead off with our Melmetal. I feel like I have good defensive counterplay to literally everything else on this team. Mine is maybe Chandelure. Chandelure can be a little bit scary, but we still do have a full health Milotic, so I can't be too scared. Not too scared. I wouldn't be surprised to see like a very like a Cassidberry type Chandelure. I definitely wouldn't be surprised to see that as like a, you know, bait Owen to think I'm Scarf and then I'm, you know, not, and I live the sneak and then I kill. I could definitely see that coming. That'd be scary, but if it's not Scarf, I have a lot of ways of defending it, so we'll see. We have Big Zap coming out. So not a very great lead for us. Not a great lead for us. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go right out into my Aromatisse. I'm gonna toss up a Wish, probably. It covers this thing going for a Toxic, you know, things like that. Because this Pokemon, very annoying for me to kill. Incredibly annoying for me to kill. So we'll see what we can do. Heat Wave. I had no reason to stay in there, so I'm not gonna. So you got a hard Aromatisse. Thing didn't really do too much damage to us either. I guess we can kind of calc that damage. Wave. Just don't confuse me. Awesome. Cool. So I can throw off a Moonblast pretty free here. If Liv wants to make the Pharaoh pivot, it's really not that big of a deal. It's really not that big of a deal because I still do have my full health Mence. Mence doesn't care about this thing at all. Discharge. She's going all for it. So we're gonna use Moonblast. We do a clean 30-ish%, which looks about max HP damage. So no Spadef. Good to know. Is Discharge, Heat Wave, Hurricane, probably Roost, if I had to guess. So I'm gonna Moonblast again. Again, I have no reason to throw up a Wish right here. We're seeing that this thing's just not doing a lot of damage to me right now. I have Heal Bell. Like, even if Para pops, it's not that big of a deal. As that's a much higher roll for us, I think. Again, maybe I'm just not very smart. But I feel like that's a much higher roll for us. And we're kind of going to be sitting here for a minute. I can just tell you that right now, we are going to be sitting here for a minute. If this is Roost Zapdos, yeah, we are going to be sitting here for a minute. So let's go ahead and Wish on up. I think we can pretty easily stall this thing out, though, with a lot of Roost, and try and pivot out and pressure it that way. We'll see. We'll see. It's gonna start being very, very much so annoyed. Liv should realize that this is kind of a stalemate. If only I was, I guess, Columbine, but I guess Columbine would mean I'm not Heal Bell. And I could get very much so parried down. And again, I don't think she realizes I have what do you call it? Heal Bell on this thing, so not really gaining much ground at this point. Now, if I get a crit right, crit does not knock it out. It's just a little annoying. I wish it did. It doesn't though. Even a max roll crit actually does not knock this thing out. It's at about 56%. Max roll crit does 53.5%. I'm just gonna Moonblast again though. Wow. She's not getting any discharge paras. I'm also not getting any special attack drops, but I feel like discharge is a little bit more likely to get that secondary effect. Now, do I want to get impatient? It really doesn't take that much, so I can't really risk doing this. I'm just gonna Moonblast again, though. And Liv is forced to roost here. And I want to make her burn roost. If I need to sit here this whole time, so be it. This thing was mainly here for that Keldeo, and Keldeo didn't even end up coming. So, like, there's a crit. Let's go! We force into another roost. And a special attack drop. Let's go! So that's actually great. This is actually, I think, gonna pressure Liv to want to switch out, because she's not going to net any damage on me at this point. She's gonna start roosting. So that's 3 or 4 roost. I completely forget if it has 3 or 4 roost. I think that's 3 roost. Let's go ahead and Moonblast. Strip that thing down even mo. As we're just chilling at this point. And if we can stall this thing out of roost, we're actually in a pretty good spot. I think that's 4 roost. It's either 4 or 5, but I'm pretty sure that's 4. If we were on Showdown, we would be able to count these a little bit easier. Not too big of a deal, though. I'm going to protect here. A roost pretty much nets her all of her health back here anyways, so why not stall a turn? Keep some of my PP. It really doesn't hurt me at all. Yeah. Watch this. Sorry, I just got a ping on Discord from Mr. Jami. Darkness. There we go. So, we forced Liv out, which is awesome. That's actually best case scenario. So, let me go to my circle. Good. Back. Alright, cool. So out comes the Ferrothorn. Very, very free Ments here. A very, very free Ments. And she's a little bit pressured to go into that Zapdos hard, because if I'm Dragon Move, if I have a Stone Edge or something like that, it's very difficult for Liv to keep up. So Spikes is going to come out. It's exactly what we expected. Tough. Already playing. Sorry, John Jr., that guy. Clown. Okay. I'm just gonna defog. I have no reason not to. I expect Sylveon's gonna be the main pivot. Because that's going to be Mew. Okay, so we defog. Now we can always hit our... What do you call it? Ice beams on it. For TPOG. What do I want to go into? I think I want to throw off a Hurricane. I really don't think Ice Beam coverage is warranted in this matchup. We're going to Hurricane. We're going to hit. We're going to not do that much damage. Will-O-Wisp. Haha, I'm special. Awesome. If we don't see lefties, this is for sure Cassib. It is for sure Cassib. I'm gonna Hurricane again. I get a confusion. Oh, baby. Give me that confusion. Oh, baby. Hit yourself. Hit yourself. Hit yourself. Hit yourself. Hit yourself. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Well, now it's confused. So I continuously just throw off these hurricanes now. For free. In fact. This thing being confused is amazing for me. And it's slower than me, which is even better. So I'm going to hurricane again. I'm going to keep on hurricaning. There goes. Liv hits herself once. And Mew is essentially useless. No, I'm going to keep soft boiling. That's fine. I'll get it eventually. I'm doing a ridiculous amount of damage. And again, this thing isn't lefty, so like it's not getting enough residual back to really come out of the situation winning. Because I'm always going to hit. I defogged. Hit yourself. Hit yourself. Hit yourself. Hit yourself. Wow. Shit. I think that might be a that might be a range. That might be a roll. Hurricane. I think she's forced to switch now. Sylveon. I could make the double. Expecting it. Nope, she doesn't. Okay. Knock it out. Aw, damn it, lived. Okay, it's fine. And we're just stalling this thing out of soft boils too. So it's basically just the same kind of deal. Cool, let's go ahead and hurricane again. So, more soft boils wasted. I'm gonna hurricane again. I'm surprised she's just not going out into her Sylveon. I feel like that's the most optimal play at this point. It's weird. I don't know. I'm gonna roost. Listen to the soft boiled. She is kind of forced to soft boiled again. Awesome. And this turn I'm gonna pivot out into Milotic. I think worst wasted like 6 or 7 soft boiled. So like again, not that big of a deal. That situation. Like I lose a little bit of my people. Not that big of a deal. I do have heal ball support too, so like if this thing wants to willow everything, it's not that big of a deal for me. Keep it a buck. Realistically not. I want to burn this thing though. Ice beam. He does have ice beam. Why do you have ice beam? I'm just gonna scald. I'd love a burn on literally anything. Ice beam. Does ice beam help with anything but Mence? Mence was really bad offensively versus you. I think that's crazy. That's kind of crazy. This thing's for sure Cassib, by the way. I think you guys like. I think that's pretty self-explanatory at this point. This thing is for sure Cassib. It hasn't shown an item. Probably Ferrothorn. Give me the burn. Give me the burn. Give me the burn. Give me the burn. If I get the burn, I'm in so much better of a spot. Give it to me. Oh, I thought it gave it to me. It didn't. It's all good. I just go Mence here. I literally just go Mence. And it turns out that that thing is also now leftover, so I can see Chopple. So, now I'm going to make a double to Milo. I want to bait a burn on this Pokemon. If I can bait a burn on this Pokemon, it's a non-issue. And if I double Milo, And I force that Mew in. If I get a burn on that Mew as well, being the fact that it doesn't have leftovers, it's really going to chip itself down. Like, immensely. So I'm going to double. This Liv goes into, I'm assuming, Mew once again. Out it comes. It's not a setup Mew. There's no way in hell that is setup Mew. And I'm going to try and burn it. I'm going to Scald. I can see it being like, what, Taunt on top of Ice Beam? Below Taunt, Roost, something. Give me a burn on this thing. Sure, I'll take a burn on this. Yo. I'll take a burn on this. This also doesn't have lefties. Give me the burn. Let's go. Yeah, that's awesome. Sweet. Okay, so, I get a free Aromatisse now. Awesome. I'll take it. I'll take it, I'll take it. Roost pops. That's fine. And again, that burn. Oh, that burn's gonna be so nice. Because this is gonna be a really long game. I hope you guys realize, like, this is going to be a really, really long game. Of me slowly trying to whittle this team down and position it in range of Marshadow plus Necro, things like that. So we're gonna wish here as a pivot out into the Parathorn happens. Again, that's fine. I just pass out into my I pass out into my Ments very freely. If she wants to double, that's fine. There isn't really anything on her team that super offensively pressures me right now. My Milo is burned. It has its Flame War. That's why I'm not really worried about getting this burn off of my Ments, because I am special, and I don't want to get rid of my Flame War, so I can't be toxic right now. It's going to do nothing. Gyro pops. Gyro against the Aroma. Just going to bounce off Aroma a little bit. We're gonna go for a flamethrower though, just in case Liv gets a little overzealous. Doesn't though. Thing comes out. Give me the flamethrower. That would be very cool. I would be very much so here for that. Actually. No, this is so sad. Okay. Right out into Milo weak. I don't think this thing has room for Super Fang. I really don't think this thing has room for Super Fang. Now, I wish I had rocks here, but again, I just really don't think I could have fit it. I'd be getting spiked sacked to hell if I didn't have Ments, and I feel like I needed everything else. Very cool. I want a Scald. Crit! Well, now I deserve a Scald Burn on the Ferrothorn. Liv. In case she taunts here, too. I can see this thing for sure being taunt. I'm gonna Scald. Give me the burn. Give me the burn. Burn. I'm gonna zap. That's crazy. I'm gonna Ice Beam one of these times. It still chips the Pharaoh down. Pretty big. Crit! Oh, if only I would have Ice Beamed that turn. That would have been crazy. Charge into my Milotic. Actually doesn't kill me. I'm gonna recover. I don't think there's any way you give this to me. You should know you don't kill me. Yep. Haha. Let's go. So we are going to recover. Our Milo's gonna get back up to full, basically. And this is gonna be a very, like I said, a very long game. A very long game. And there's just not much I can really do about that, unfortunately. But this thing's getting chipped down to burn. And again, this is burning through PP faster than I am. We're just gonna have to make sure we start moving a little bit faster. We should be fine, to be honest. Fine. Right under Aromatisse we go. Discharge probably gonna pop here. Discharge is very free on Liv's end, but that's okay. We have Heal Bell if we get parried. Don't. Which is pretty dope. What I kind of want to do? I don't want to double Melmetal. I'm gonna double Melmetal. Yep, I'm gonna double Melmetal on the Pharaoh. Put on a little bit of offensive pressure. You know what I'm saying? Put on a little bit of offensive pressure. At level 50. How much does Ferrothorn take? I'm gonna bash. Bash should actually put it in range of superpower if it's not shoppable. And I do have a 60% chance to flinch. I'm gonna bash because it does the most damage overall to everything. We're gonna bash. Body press honestly kind of bounces off me. It also could be helmet too. We're gonna bash. This does put it in range of superpower. Flinch. Wow, what's the point of having Melmetal? Be faster than something if you can't bash it in the face. Crit. That sucks actually. Because that would have done negligible damage. Maybe we baited and think we don't have it. I'm gonna superpower though. Awesome. Thing is gonna be choppable though. So if we don't kill it, we're very much so chipping it down. Yeah, I would have loved to not be crit, but I guess that's Pokemon. I don't know. It's annoying. That's super annoying, but like, whatever. -1. Just like, there's def. We don't kill with Ice Punch, obviously. Do I expect to pivot out? This thing can still stay healthy. Do. I'm just gonna Ice Punch. I don't think you give me this. Why give it to me? Okay, you do. You give it to me. That's fine. Oh, freeze. Oops. Maybe I should double Iron Bash there, but like I still feel like a Zapdos pivot's kind of likely. Nice punch again. Does Ferrothorn go down right there? It does. So down goes Ferrothorn. We get a kill. We break through the defensive core a little bit there. Now we just need a defog and that spike is gone. Now we just need a defog and that spike is gone. We're vibing. I expect a Mew to come out. For sure expect Mew to come out. Or a Chandelure. Now, come across an issue. I don't have a switch into this Pokemon, and I don't see how I wish up. I'm going to Earthquake in case Liv overplays and goes for an Energy Ball. Fire Blast. It's gonna hit. Down goes Melmetal. I mean, I understand that's pretty likely, but with the Spike up, when I'm burned, if she clicked Energy Ball, I was super mega screwed. And now, she does not have a good switch into Milotic Scald. Milotic Scald is very free and very annoying for her to do. I guess I could have made the mid-ground into my Mence. Yeah, I could have made the mid-ground into my Mence. Maybe that was a better play, because I would have gotten a defog off. But it's not that big of a deal. I think I'll be fine without Melmetal. Oh, Hex. Very cool bring. Yeah, that's a good bring. Good bring, Liv. Got my ass. That fucks me up a little bit. So it's not Scarf, at least. It's good to know. And now this Pokemon's useless. So that was a very good bring by Liv. That was a very good bring by Liv. Now I'm screwed. I think I lose now. Yeah, I think I lose now. Wow. Okay. We know it's not Scarf. So you go Marshadow here. And we nab us one. The only thing is, though, I think I lose now. Yeah, I think I lose now. That was a great bring.
I'm screwed. I am super mega screwed. This thing's gonna be casted, but again, it doesn't matter. Die. That was a great bring. I'm screwed now. I lose this eye guard. Damn. Okay. Damn. Okay, Zapdos is gonna come out. Zapdos. Whoa. Or Sylveon. Yeah, Sylveon makes sense too. I also lose to this Pokemon now. What's my least useful member? I feel like I need everything. Oh, I'm in a fucked position. Ah, I'm so screwed. I need Marshadow because I need something to Oko the Zygarde with Ice Punch. I have nothing to Oko Zygarde at this point. Nothing. If it's not Specs, my Aroma can take 2. So I'm gonna go Aromatisse. And I'm gonna Heal Bell. Probably. Well, I'm gonna Wish probably into like Heal Bell. If this thing Specs though, I'm kind of screwed. I'll keep it a buck. Okay, so I'm at 138. Yeah, I didn't take 2. Oh, it was a crit. Fucking sick. Cool. GG, Liv. GG. That's the game. I lose. That is the entire game. I'm gonna try Moonblast, but like, I don't get it off. Fuck, dude. Fuck. Fuck. Cool. And I know, Liv, you're a great friend of mine, but I don't want to hear comparisons to the Ice Punch Freeze and your 10% Ferrothorn. I will desplode if I hear that shit. I'm going to go Necro. Level 50. Okay. I'm gonna Dragon Dance because after well, actually, let me see. After a Spike, if she's max Fizz Def or like, if yeah, after a Spike, if she's not invested, I do a lot of damage. Okay, so 161. I don't. No. I'm a Photon Geyser. She gives me damage on this, which means maybe my Marshadow can do something. Live. Necro. Live, Necro. Live. Let's go, Necro. Maybe I should have DD'd twice. That is fine. That is so unbelievably fine. Okay. There's somewhat of an endgame. Quick attack. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Fucking quick attack? I don't know. I don't know. Quick attack for what? My Marshadow? How little does that shit do? I'm recording. I'll be done in like 5 minutes. I don't know, Liv. I don't know. I gotta go Marshadow now. And I think just lose the game. Quick attack. Yeah, like why? Why waste a move slot on that? That makes no sense to me. That did so unbelievably negligible damage. I don't know. I don't know. Unless you're specifically prepping for me, doing that, I don't know, man. I really don't know. But I think that means we lose. I think we lose then. I needed to use Necro to break through so that Marshadow could win. Even then, I don't know if we won. This thing comes out. It's for sure Berry. So what do I go for? Do I go for a crit? Mew. Well, 50. Extra 3. Very. Oh, crit. It's just max HP. I do a lot, but I feel like it might be Fizz Def. I feel like I go for an Ice Punch freeze. I know this is Cassib, and I don't win otherwise anyways. So, like... Ice Punch is my play. I gotta freeze. I mean, I'm gonna freeze. I know this is Cassib. Freeze. Okay, Hex Mew. See, again. That's the game. GG's to Liv. I know I sound super salty. Liv's a great friend of mine. She won this game fair and square. Do I disagree with the quick attack Sylveon bring? Yeah. I think that's a pretty bad bring. I'll be honest. I really don't think that was a good bring at all. It's a waste of a move slot. You saw the negligible damage they did to Marshadow. Literally negligible. I guess, like, just in case, the end of the game, if I need that last-ditch chip. I don't know. I feel like that's kind of sus. But, again, Liv outplayed me, I guess. She won. And I lost, so. Can't be too upset. GG's to her. Good luck to her in the future. Hopefully she ends up taking home the thing. And a great way to end off the game is missing a Hurricane and losing to this Hex Mew. Yeah. I guess shit happens. I'm a little salty. Can't lie to you. I think, yeah, I'm a little salty, but shit happens, I guess. Shit happens. Maybe if my Aroma doesn't get crit too, I'm in a pretty good spot, but cool. GG's to Liv. I appreciate you guys sticking with me throughout the BBL season. That's gonna be the end of our run. Round 1 exit. Fucking sucks, but that's Pokemon. Thanks guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like. If you are new here, be sure to drop a sub. And go check out Liv in the description below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.